It's simply sustained again and again, regardless of what definitely, it's exactly everyone's thought process. Additional upsetting tales are beginning to arise about Beyonce and Jay-Z's marriage. And as per numerous insiders, Beyonce's mother Tina is stressed Jay-Z is controlling her girl with drugs. I can recollect getting on a plane. And a more seasoned white lady saying, goodness, your child is a criminal rapper. Right, how could you let him wed your girl? There's been a ton of hypothesis of late that Jay-Z is keeping Beyonce prisoner in their marriage and giving her unlawful substances to monitor her. Many fans have additionally seen that Beyonce totally lost her flash since Jay got uncovered for cheating. And they're saying it's genuinely startling how spellbound and stunned Beyonce looks nowadays. Junior this evening. Yet not fans are stressed over Beyonce on the grounds that various sources are additionally saying Beyonce's mother Tina is additionally worried about bits of gossip that Jay got her little girl snared on drugs. Though what precisely did Tina say regarding Jay's controlling ways? Uninformed hoodlum rapper, that is all she could concoct. However, Tina Knowles recently safeguarded Jay. When the bee colony came after him, it appears as though she's currently altered her perspective on her child in regulation. Tina is supposedly incredibly stressed over reports that Jay-Z is controlling Beyonce by providing her with a medication on the off chance that you missed. His few industry insiders as of late approached with claims that Jay-Z is controlling and sedating Beyonce and her fans. Even got the free Beyonce hashtag moving on Twitter since Jay-Z openly conceded he betrayed Beyonce quite along, while prior fans have been saying that Beyonce is acting extremely peculiar. And it nearly appears as though she's not in that frame of mind of her activities. Bits of gossip about Jay being faithless have been twirling around since the mid-2000s. And Jay was connected to everybody from his record mark craftsman Anna and Rita Ora to his previous companion, Lady Run's ex Rachel Roy. The bits of gossip arrived at a limit back in May 2014. While stunning film spilled showing Beyonce's sister Solange going after Jay in a lift at the Met function, while Beyonce just remained there looking totally mesmerized. One insider told E! News that Solange lost it, said she saw Jay drawing near with Rachel Roy at the Met occasion get-together. And as per this source, when Solange later faced Jay about playing with Rachel, she began directing a few discourteous sentiments toward her and Beyonce. And that is the point at which crap hit the fan in the lift. And that is likewise why Beyonce just remained back and let Solange hit Jay. Beyonce Jay-Z. And Solange never made sense of precisely exact thing occurred in that lift. And they just delivered a PR articulation, saying this was a sad mishap and guaranteeing that the family has managed it. However, at that point, only a couple of months after the lift occurrence, Beyonce again ignited theory she was utilizing drugs after she was shot acting unusual at a Brooklyn Nets game. The day-to-day Mail detailed at the time that Beyonce influenced to and fro with no music on while Jay-Z was sitting close to her clumsily squinted to and fro at the HD screen. By this point, Beyonce had proactively begun dealing with her collection Lemonade, which subtleties every one of the close-to-home stages she went through subsequent to learning Jay-Z undermined her Lemonade closes with Beyonce forgiving Jay and commending their power couple status. And Jay later asserted he and Beyonce chose to battle for their affection since they needed to break generational patterns of injury. And for us, we decided to battle for our adoration for our family, to give our children an alternate result. To break that cycle for people of color. Ladies, just to see an alternate result, assuming that this ought to have been on the other foot, whether the offenses had been her ally. How about you have the option to be as pardoning of her as she was of you? I trust again, in light of the fact that I love her the same way regardless of what side I love her, the same way I ask that I will in light of the fact that her solidarity and her you realize man, he's the most grounded lady. I realize they can hurt my mom, they fighting anyway. Beyonce fans were not accepting this and a significant number of them said that in the event that Beyonce had undermined Jay, he couldn't ever have remained with her. And regardless of whether he would have, the story would have been totally unique, and individuals would deride him for remaining as opposed to lauding him for being solid. This is additionally when many individuals began guessing that Beyonce can't leave Jay-Z since she's been with him since she was a teen, and she doesn't have any idea how to be on her own. See, Beyonce recently said that she was 18 when she met Jay anyway. Jay has a long history of engaging with a lot more youthful ladies, and a few sources have asserted that Beyonce was only 16 when she met 28-year-old Jay. And that is the point at which he purportedly began plotting to get with her. Other than that, Jay had a cozy relationship with R. Kelly. And he really kept working with him, even after he figured out Kelly controlled and wrongfully wedded 15-year-old Aaliyah as per Woman Run. Everybody understood what R. Kelly had done to yet again Aaliyah, yet Jay couldn't have cared less, and he proceeded to deliver a joint collection with him. Yet I've been tight about this for a really long time, so to be straightforward, like on the off chance that you recollect the smartest possible scenario, you don't see my name on that, you understand what I mean. And your name is presently on either collection. Damnation, no, I never needed no part today. Somebody was doing that. Underscore underscore. I resembled brother, you realize our homeboy disregarded. And he disregarded my young lady, he disregarded a cordial office. Dave was seeking after Aaliyah and making a respectable attempt to get with her. However, at that point, when Aaliyah unfortunately kicked the bucket in a plane mishap in 2001, Jay opened up to the world about Beyonce only months after the facts. Additionally, upsetting that Jay himself conceded in his tune 444 that he didn't regard Beyonce as his equivalent. And on her 21st birthday, he cautioned her not to humiliate him, as opposed to guaranteeing her as his sweetheart. A ton of Beyonce's fans have said that this certainly sums to preparing on the grounds that Jay-Z was far more experienced than Beyonce when he met her. And he fundamentally did likewise to her that he attempted with square-shaped Brown and Aaliyah. Yet Beyonce is a developed lady now, and to leave Jay, she could undoubtedly make it happen, and in addition to the B colony, would presumably uphold her in this choice. So why Beyonce chose to remain by Jay-Z's side after he openly embarrassed her so often, well, as per a few group with inside information, the explanation Beyonce can't leave Jay-Z is on the grounds that he's furtively controlling her with drugs. One of these individuals is Jay's previous Foundation vocalist Puma Wright, who freely blamed Jay for tranquilizing Beyonce and said he was a beast with no still, small voice Jay dislike. Why has Jay-Z been thinking of you of late? Reason, he's a beast. I held up quite a while to check whether he would grow an inner voice, and the more medications he siphons down his significant other's throat to keep him no young lady, not my delightful Beyonce Panther. Additionally said Beyonce's fans need to begin their own rendition of the Free Britney development in light of the fact that Beyonce is in a real sense a detainee in her